Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium in Madison, Wisconsin, one of the great venues in all of college football. And Bucky and the Badgers ready to tee things up in this home opener this afternoon. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fair catch, called for and made. Line gets set, first down. On the run, it's Malusi. Got room at the 35. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time. Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job by the whole defense, but how about the little bitty defensive back throwing his face in the fan? I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The Badgers will call on their punt team. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're going to run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Who you are and what you are, what's your next best play, or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Nice job getting to the QB there. And the best Wisconsin defense has always seemed to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But we think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one.
And that ball is picked off.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. There was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big play.
Using his legs, it's Malusi. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important that the defense is honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the middle of the field.
Headed to the end zone, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The give to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On the ground, it's White. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Off the play fake. Gonna take a shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And the offense going deep down the field, you can see the speed they have at wide receiver. These guys scare you to death because their ability to stretch the defense and take the top off of the defense. You saw it right there, and all of a sudden this offense is in the red zone.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Van Dyke. Spits it out to the back. Gets it out fast. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Badgers are on the move.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are, just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Running through contact. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Good, solid tackle.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such a smart player nowadays.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to over again. who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The Badgers look to keep this drive humming. Now they'll run the draw. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Van Dyke. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the...
Makes the catch on the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Right on target with that last pass. Now it's second and medium. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Going deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown tie. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping it. He's got it down the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Got it in the middle. It's Malusi. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get it.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers!
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
How in the world did he miss that?
That keeps the score. Wisconsin, 16. Alabama, 7.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive. And then pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
The give from the gun. Plows through the defense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive.
He's off to the races. Inside the 30. The 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
16, Alabama, 14.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. Fires to the wideout. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run play action. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this. The conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Turns it on in midfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Young. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
to throw. It's Milroe. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Young. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the tailback. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. The defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Van Dyke. Unloads to the right. And that one has some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Law. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open. Man zone, I know I'm looking his way because
right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Smashes through the tackle. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
Hey, he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
The Badgers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're setting up the screen. Powers through the defender. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Now, if you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
He has the first and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, on offense, you have got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to the ground game on the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've got this 3rd down play to open the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Quickly complete. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time. He's been deadly accurate throwing it. Guess what? This game is far from over.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Okay, offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Uncorks it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Bullnose ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want?
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown time!
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 8 over Texas. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out and get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pauly. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. It doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Trying to get to him. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell if he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
Feeling some heat. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point was good. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Van Dyke. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is ready to give him a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Finds his man. It's White. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He wants to throw it again. He's got the back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Makes the catch. It's White. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding.
And he's running in the open. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense.
Get set, get set. Ready, ready.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Second down coming up. The give as they work on that clock. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Dances away from the pressure, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late, 4th down. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. He's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And, man, the offense has the lead, has the football. All you got to do is run the clock out, maybe be conservative, run the football. They chose to throw, and the defense makes them pay.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Find space on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Van Dyke. And they got him for the sack. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
Easy.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Badgers will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he's thrown another interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy.